Hi guys, welcome to my world on a canvas. This is actually my first YouTube video, so this is very exciting. I love to do art, and I get inspired by many artists very easily. In this video today, I'm going to be flipping through my 2019 to 2020 bullet journal. So basically we're just going to be walking through what's going on in these big pages. And this book has grown very much since I bought it. But this is basically just a black fake leather journal that I bought from Michaels. And I painted this beautiful gold design on top. So no, this design did not come with the journal. I personalized it by painting on it. I'm just gonna bring in my little candle to kind of set the mood here, nice and cozy. And let's jump right in. So in my book journal, I have this little pocket or important things in this little 2019 section. Actually this is kind of funny. When I would get bored in school, a lot of kids would do this to their agendas, and in my case, I did it to my bullet journal. I basically just took gum wrapper and it would stick to the page, which was very funny, I think. I have my table of contents that I did follow through for longer than I thought I would, but eventually this past month or two or three, I haven't really been using it. I have this little beautiful 2019 page because, again, as I said earlier, I used this last year. This is just a year at a glance. And this 2020 page as well. I did this really cool watercolor painting in my journal, which was the worst decision I have ever made in my bullet journaling career because it bled through the pages. It completely destroyed this page, and it somewhat like got in the binding a little bit to like the middle of the journal. So bad idea to do watercolor in especially this journal because the pages are very thin and are not well made. So, or they were well made, I could say, but they weren't made for watercolor. So in the future, I'm going to be investing in a journal that I can paint in just to be a little more convenient at some points. But this is a really pretty painting other than the catastrophe that happened. I did this little key, which I actually don't, most of the stuff in this journal I don't even use. So this is a little bit important date section. I did not use this. I might go back in and fill it in, but as of now it is not being used. And that was actually the important dates section from 2019. I started my journaling at the beginning of the summer last year, so last week of school. So that was it. I just put in this festive little page for that. And as you may know, I like to do a lot of art, incorporate a lot of art in my journal. So for this, I did not do this directly onto the page. I did it on a separate page and pasted it in. This was actually a painting I did very early in my watercoloring career. So, yeah, it is not the best, but I know right now I've improved so much. And I did this little doodle in Crayola Super Tips. Okay, so on this page, this is actually my first week of school page, and starting from here on out, the planning is gonna get very heavy in some places because I include all my schoolwork and everything in these pages. So, as you can see, mostly during the week, and then Saturdays and Sundays, there's like no plans. So actually, I never did a September spread. I skipped right through it, I'm sorry. This is my September spread. I did a very simple doodle. In these months, I didn't do much art in my journal as much as I had hoped I'd do. I didn't end up having enough time this year. I'm trying to get enough time to do all that. But yeah, again, I did not even have an October spread whatsoever, so. This is probably my most efficient monthly spread. It's just a very simple aesthetic spread, but it does not have any art in it, which is something that I want to have in my spread. I want that component in my bullet journaling. So that I did not really achieve what I wanted here, so I like this spread and I will remember it, but it's not likely to be used in the future. I would only use those kinds of spreads on a time crunch. So I have this beautiful, now I start to get more time to do nice and well thought out spreads. I have this beautiful December spread that I just doodled. And I have, oh, my candle went out. Oops, that's okay. I have this very efficient weekly spread. So these spreads are so nice because they have the healthy habits, ideas, long-term assignments, strength exercises, making sure I work out, eating habits, and gratitude and mindfulness. That is just something so helpful for me, and reminders so that every time I open up my journal, I see that. So now we're getting into basically winter break. And during winter break, I actually went to Florida. And we went to Kennedy Space Center. It was amazing. It was such an amazing experience. And we got to see the Boeing CS7.100 Starliner launch, which is amazing. That was so fun. And I just pasted, these are actually pieces of a bag that I plopped in. Here is we also went to Universal, which was a whole different experience. We went to Harry Potter Land, which I loved. The Superhero Land section. I made these little guys. So I think that's super cool. Cool. And I actually, to remember it, I wrote my top 5 rides. You can't really see this, but I will read it aloud. Hagrid's Motorbikes, The Incredible Hulk, Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, the Krusty Land ride, of course, and the Dudley Do-Right Ripsaw Falls. I also included Stan's Soapbox, which is kind of a Marvel, Stan Lee is a Marvel founder, but I just wanted to include that. That's such a really cool message from him. It used to be on the back of all of his comics, actually. So then we get into the new year. I just have this simple New Year page, New Year's resolutions, this weekly tracker that I did. So I did this actually, I think, for the whole entire year. Yeah, this was for the whole year almost, up till October. I used it for how long? I used it for 1 month, which is kind of silly. This mood tracker, this is like an amazing mood tracker. I love this so much. It just wasn't efficient for me, so it wasn't that great for me to use, but creating it and looking at it just makes me very happy, and it looks so cool. This idea box here, which usually I don't use the idea boxes, but I like to just have them so that I can just put in whatever I need. My January spread, very simple, not much time was invested into that. As you guys can probably tell, most of these pages are built for efficiency, so I just kind of scribbled down and created these spreads without really thinking, and I would just use them because I needed them. I needed something to use. So here is my beautiful February spread. I really like this spread. It's just very handy. It just has everything I need. But again, I don't have that extreme art component that I really want in there. So a little bit unsatisfied there. So this is my fitness log. This is like by far the most efficient fitness log I've ever done in my life. I use this going on for 3 months. You can't really, it looks a little shifty here, but around 2 to 3 months. So this was amazing for me. It worked so well. So I'm gonna try and use this design in the future, hopefully. We'll see. So I have a bunch of these scrap pages. Okay, there we go. So this is my March spread. This entire spread is inspired by Jenny Journals, who is an amazing journaler. She actually inspired me to start bullet journaling, so that's something. I kind of went a little bit different with this spread, a couple different colors, but in the future I'm going to start creating my own unique monthly spreads. And here we're going to start getting into the really nice spreads that I've been doing. So I really like this pretty watercolor spread. There's a little elephant in the corner. I have these beautiful spreads that I did. I inserted pictures, and I actually wrote the little doodles, pretty, cozy, and the little outlines. I did those myself, and I did this beautiful little watercolor painting at the top. This page is just to remind me about the virus. This was kind of when the virus began, when we started quarantine, when my school closed and everything. So I just made this page. I was really bored, so I just created this page for that. On the next couple pages, I did some paint swatching. So I swatched my watercolors. I actually have 12 colors. Any of the other colors you would see are actually created by myself. I mixed colors, and actually if you want to see my watercolor tubes, I like to store them in this little, this is actually a planter. It used to have bamboo in it, but I just put my watercolor tubes in it. So that's just a quick little thing I wanted to share with you guys. This is another painting. It's beautiful April showers, May flowers painting that I did. This is watercolor. I'm confirming that this is watercolor for you guys. Another pretty tulip spread that I didn't really use. Basically on this page I swatched a bunch of my pens. And if you guys want to see them, I store them in these. These are mainly the pens I use the most. I store them in this little mug and a mason jar. So I'll just set those aside. And then I continue with nice spreads. These I kind of do more task spreads. And I took actually some excess scrapbook paper and used that for this spread. This water tracker, little routine page, another nice spread that I did. And yeah. These pages I didn't really use. This May spread, this is also inspired by Jenny Journals. So, she does a tutorial kind of on how to paint that. But again, like I said earlier, I'm gonna start going with my own original designs and stuff like that. Tracker page, I did not use this. Calendar. We're almost done, you guys. Some more spreads. Another spread, this little movie section that I rated movies was really cool, and I did a little spilt popcorn at the bottom. I think that's cute. This June spread, lost motivation for that a bit. Oops, skipped a page. Last day of school page. I have this, and this guy is also inspired by Jenny Journals. It's this beautiful mushroom page. I love this. Jenny Journals does I think a gouache painting based off of this, but I just did a doodle, and I actually stick with that vibe the rest of the way. So, and this is a little page that says, real freedom lies in wilderness, not in civilization. That's so true. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please pop a like down below and give a nice thumbs up. make sure you guys go check out Jenny Journal's channel if you're interested in any of the things that I did. She interested in learning how some of my spreads were made. She will have a very thorough kind of instruction through that. So you guys can definitely go check that out. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys want to see in my next video. And I just want to share one really quick thing. I just want to share 2 of my watercolor paintings that I did a little while ago. So this is just a beautiful cheetah that I did. And this is a turtle, if you can't tell. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I hope I see you in my next video.